Hello friends, this is Shravan. This is my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. To subscribe my channel, click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. In this video lecture, I will explain you modeling of G+1 building by ETABS software. In this tutorial, I will take ETABS 16th version software. So most of the people are asking to make the videos on 16th version software. So in my upcoming video, I will explain you how to download and install ETABS 16 version software. So initially I will show you the plan for the respective building design. So go to this image file. So this is my house plan, which is consisting of triple bedroom hall kitchen portion. So I will take the same house plan in first story also. So this house plan will be consisting of 3 multiplied by 4 equals to 12 number of columns. So in x direction it will be consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4 number of lines. In y direction it will be consisting of 1, 2, 3 number of lines. So here we need to assume the center to center distance between the columns for the first column as well as second column. So just I am taking the center to center distance between the first column as well as second column as 3.5. So after that I will assume the second column to third column distance will be 4. So after that I will take the third column to fourth column distance in x direction is 3. So after that we need to assume the center to center distance in vertical direction also. So just I am taking the vertical direction distance will be consisting of 3 meter for first column and second column. So for the second column and third column I will assume it as 3.5. So I will model this respective G+1 building in this tutorial. So for that go to click on ETABS software, click on ETABS 2016 version software. The software will be open like this. So initially we need to go to file option here, click on new model. So it will show you the options like this. So from these 3 options we need to pick the last option, which is use built-in settings option. So after that we need to select the display units, steel section design database and steel design code as well as concrete design code. So for this respective section just I am taking display units will be in SI system and steel section database just I am taking it as Indian code and just I am assuming steel design code is IS 800 2007. Concrete design code will be IS 456 2000. Click on OK option. So after that the model will be open like this. So here we need to assume the number of grid lines in x direction, number of grid lines in y direction and spacing between the grid lines in x direction and spacing between the grid lines in y direction. So after that we need to assume the story dimensions also. So as per the plan just we need to take number of lines in x direction are 4 and number of lines in y direction are 3. So here we need to give the spacing for the grid lines in x direction. So just I am taking first value as 3 for x direction as well as y direction. So after that we need to select the custom grid spacing option here. So click on edit grid data. So it will open the options like this. So here we need to select the rectangular grids option as a display grid data as spacing option. So it will show you the grid data spacing options distance in x direction as well as y direction here like this. So as per the plan just I am assuming x direction first grid will be consisting of 3.5, again second will be consisting of 4 and third will be consisting of 3.5. So after that we need to enter the y direction spacing. Just I am taking the y direction first grid as 3, again select second grid as 3.5. Click on OK. So it will open the model again like this. So after that we need to select the story dimensions. So for this building just I am assuming number of stories will be consisting of 2 stories and each story will be consisting of 3 meter height. So after that we need to select the add structural objects here. So just I am selecting add structural objects as grid only option here. Click on OK. So it will open the model like this. So this left hand section will be consisting of plan view as well as this right hand section will be consisting of 3D view for this respective building. So it will be consisting of 4 number of lines in x direction as well as 3 number of lines in y direction, which is consisting of 3.5, 4, 3, 3.5 as well as 3. So after defining the grid lines we need to define the material properties. Material properties is nothing but defining the grade of steel as well as grade of concrete. So for that go to click on define option here, select the material properties option here. So here we need to select the add new material. So in this material we need to select the code as well as a material type and standard and grade. So here I'm selecting the region or code as Indian system. Just I'm selecting the material type as concrete material. Just I'm selecting it as concrete and standard in Indian system. So after that we need to select the grade of concrete. So it will be consisting of 15 grade, 20 grade, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 like this. So from this grade just I'm selecting the M30 grade concrete. Click on OK. So after that we need to click on OK option. So after that we need to define one more steel section. So for that go to click on add new material. So here we need to select the Indian. Again I am selecting the steel design. So it will be consisting of grade of Fe 345, but as per my assumption just I am assuming Fe 500 grade steel. So we need to add that respective Fe 500 grade steel. So for that click on OK option here. So here we need to change the name from Fe 345 to 500. After that we need to select this design property data. So here we need to click on modify show material property design data. So it will open the properties like this, which is consisting of minimum yield strength as well as a minimum tensile strength. So just we need to assume it as a 500 grade. Again we need to take it as 500 grade. Click on OK. Again click on OK option. So here we need to click on OK option. So after that we need to define the frame sections dimensions. Frame sections is nothing but the beam size as well as column size for this respective building. So for that initially go to define option here. Click on section properties option. So here we need to select the frame sections option. So it will be consisting of some frame sections like this for this respective structure. So initially we need to delete all these respective frame sections. So for that select delete multiple properties. Just we need to select all properties for this respective section by using control button. Next I'm selecting all properties here. Click on delete section frames. So it will delete all sections except two members. So after defining our respective beams and column sections, I will delete these respective two sections. So here we need to add the beam size, column size. So for that go to click on add new property option. Select the concrete with the rectangular section. So it will open the general frame section data like this. So just I am assuming name here, file name, which is consisting of B230 cross 300 is the beam size. So here we need to select the material, which is consisting of M30 grade. So after that we need to enter the depth of the beam as well as width of the beam. So here I am selecting the depth of the beam will be consisting of 300. Again I am selecting the width of the beam will be consisting of 230 for this respective building. So after that we need to select the reinforcement data. Just I am selecting modify show rebar. So here we need to change the design type from column section to beam section. So select your beam section. So after that we need to add the rebar material as Fe 500 grade steel. So for that select these three dots. So select your respective Fe 500. Click on OK. So after that again we have to select this respective Fe 500 for the longitudinal bars. Again we have to select Fe 500 for containmental bars. So here we need to select the cover for the longitudinal for this respective beam section. Just I am taking it as 50 and 50. Click on OK. So click on OK option. So after that we need to delete this respective two sections. So for that again go to delete multiple of properties. Select this respective two properties. Click on delete frame sections. Click on OK. So after that we need to define the column section. So for that go to click on add new property here. Again I am selecting concrete with the rectangular section. Just I am giving the column of 300 cross 300 for the column section with the material property of M30 grade. So after that we need to select the section dimensions. Just I am selecting section dimensions will be consisting of 300 mm cross 300 mm. So after that we need to select this reinforcement again. So here we need to select the column section which is having rectangular shape. So which is consisting of 40 mm cover. So here we need to select the number of bars in longitudinal for the respective 2 direction and 3 direction. For 3 direction just I am assuming it as 3. Again for the 2 direction also just I am taking it as 3. So after that we need to select this respective OK option. So just I am selecting OK button. So after that click on OK. So after defining the beam size, column size, we need to define the slab thickness. So for that go to define option here. Click on section properties. Select slab section. So here we need to delete these two properties initially. So click on add new property. Just I am selecting the slab which is consisting of 125 mm. So here we need to select the material as M30 grade. Just I'm selecting the modeling type as membrane section. So here we need to select the property data, which is consisting of 125 thickness for the slab section. Click on OK. So after that, select this slab 1 section, delete property, yes option, click on OK. So after defining the beam size, column size, slab thickness, we need to assign those properties for this respective building. For that, initially we need to change this respective one story option to all stories option. So after that, we need to select this respective arrow mark, quick draw beams column sections, select this respective option. So it will open the window like this, which is consisting of frame section of 230 by 300 beam section. So we need to drag this respective plan section for assigning the beam section. So after that, we need to assign the column section. So for that, select this respective quick draw columns option like I section. So here we need to change the property from beam to column section. Just I'm selecting the column here. So after that, we need to drag to the respective plan model for assigning the columns. So after that, we need to assign the slab. So for that, select this respective option, which is consisting of quick draw floor areas. Select this respective option. So after that, we need to select the property here. Just I'm selecting the property as slab 125. So we need to drag to the respective plan for this building. So after that, click on escape button. So it will assign the properties for this respective grid lines. So after that, we need to delete all the properties at the base for this respective building. So for that, initially we need to go to base for this respective structure. So here it will be consisting of plan view of second story. So just we need to use these arrows for increasing the store plan or decreasing the floor plan. So just I am selecting this down arrow. I am moving this down arrow to base, which is consisting of z equals to 0 elevation. So after that, we need to select the stories as one option. Just we need to select this all properties at the base. With the help of the delete button in keyboard, we need to delete the properties at the base. So after deleting the properties, we need to see this respective plan view model as well as this respective 3D model in rendering view. So for that, go to select this respective right mark option. So it is set display options. So here we need to select the extrusion frames and extrusion shells. So click on apply to all windows, apply, OK. So it will show the respective model of G+1 building like this. So it will be consisting of 230 by 300 is the beam size, 300 plus 300 is the column size, and slab thickness will be consisting of 125 So in my upcoming video, I will explain you how to apply the load cases for this respective G+1 building. Thank you.